I am standing here on the Nevada-California state line border in what will be Nevada's newest ghost town, Primm Nevada. And if you're not familiar, Primm Nevada is going to be closing down officially on July 4th. So in today's desert adventure, we are going to take a look at Primm Nevada before it officially shuts down. I always find this to be very interesting. This is legitimately the California-Nevada state line border, and I have 1 foot in California and 1 foot in Nevada. I find this to be really interesting. Very interesting. And I am originally from Southern California, and I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. And if you like desert-related videos, please be sure to take a look at my channel, the Desert Gino channel, and hit that subscribe button because it helps others such as yourself see content like this. Anyway, let's get to exploring. I'm surprised to know that the Lotto Store at Primm will be shutting down. As you can see, it is very busy here in the parking lot. I've been here for a little bit of time. I purchased some California 4-leaf frenzy scratchers, and there has been a constant flow of traffic into the parking lot. It's also very warm and toasty today. Toasty. It's sad news, though, that it's shutting down. And you may ask yourself, well, Desert Gino, exactly where will you purchase your lotto tickets? The next exit up the road, Yateswell Road, at the Terrible's gas station. They have been receiving a lot of business when it comes to the lottery. We're going to take a look at the mall, around it. We're also going to take a look around Primm. My car is parked in Nevada, and I walked over to the state of California. And if you are driving to Las Vegas, this is an interesting destination as well, because this is the legitimate border. And it has been a constant flow of traffic into the Lotto Store at Primm, as I have been mentioning. The question is, have you ever stopped here at the Lotto Store at Primm? If you have, leave it in the comments. And I'm also curious to know what your opinion is on the closure of the Lotto Store. Anytime the lottery starts climbing way up there, there's always so much traffic here. It just does not make that much business sense to close it down, but that's my opinion. I did a video on the Primm Valley Resort, so if you haven't seen that, please do take a look. I cover it inside the casino, and there is a lot of traffic from Southern California coming into Las Vegas. And as the day progresses, it's only going to get busier. So on the agenda, we are going to look at the mall, Primm Valley Resort just in front of the property, Buffalo Bills, and Whiskey Pete's. So that's what you can expect in this desert adventure, and I almost tripped over a rock right there. Wow. This one right here, I have to be more careful and mindful of my surroundings. And it is very windy right now, extremely windy. In the next few days, it's going to be even windier than what it is today, but I'm okay with that. Otherwise, it would just be really hot. It's roughly 96 degrees outside. The artwork on this building is just impressive. It looks like it's been somewhat recently painted. Otherwise, this desert sun would have had it bleached out if it was the original artwork whenever the mall was built, I believe in the 90s. One thing I was reading about in a news article, this was one of the top 10 most profitable outlet malls in all of the United States. Now, not even, given that it's been closed. There's only one active retailer left. It's not attached to the mall. However, this attaches to the Primm Valley Resort Casino. We'll see what's inside, if we can see in at all. Oh, some flamingos. Makes sense though that it's tinted. I also did a video on the Ivanpah solar generating facility that you can see out in the distance. It's a concentrated solar thermal power plant. It was scheduled for decommission this year, but due to the ongoing energy crisis, it has been given a second chance and it's not going to be decommissioned. I spoke with a plant worker there who confirmed it. I said, wow, I thought this was closing down, because he wanted to know exactly what I was doing on the road. Thought I looked initially suspicious. I just said, no, this is interesting and I like recording interesting stuff. And this is what I like about Primm, Nevada. It's just unusual out here. Looking out at the concentrated solar thermal generating power plant. The birds don't like it. In a little while, I'm going to eat at the Taco Bell here. I'm not sure if they're going to be closing it down. They could. They're closing down the gas stations. I never stopped at this mall before. And if you have any interesting memories of this mall, I would be happy to read it in the comments. And the closure of Primm really marks an end of an era. People coming from Southern California across the Mojave would stop here, maybe gamble, do some shopping. However, you can't do that anymore. Buffalo Bill's was also a really interesting landmark staple with the roller coaster. MGM, they purchased Buffalo Bill's, and the roller coaster there was built by the same company that built the one on New York, and Las Vegas. I happened to ride the Manhattan Express. I enjoyed it. That was years ago, though, years ago. But it was a fun experience, and I recommend that you enjoy it as well. Why not? I'm just fascinated with the artwork. It's impressive. This is the thrift store that is still in operation. They will be closing July 4th. There's a little wacky, wavy, inflatable tube man. Huh. What's even more depressing is 344 people will be losing their jobs. Not only that, their homes, because there is an apartment complex here in Primm, Nevada, owned by the casino. And they gave out eviction notices. Everything is closing down in Primm, which is why I say it is Nevada's soon-to-be newest ghost town. Dark days ahead for Primm, even in this bright desert. There has been some speculation that there could be a potential buyer, somebody who would take over these properties and would have two in operation. I really don't see that happening at all. It could, anything is possible, but realistically, I don't see it. When I came out here a couple months ago, the writing was really on the walls for Primm. Came as no surprise when the Primm Valley Hotel and Casino, or I should say the Primm Valley Resort, announced its permanent closure. And there is a lot of competition in California when it comes to the casinos. I grew up in Southern California. My grandparents lived in Palm Desert. I would go out there my entire childhood. And when I turned 18, I would go to Morongo in Cabazon because at 18 years old, they allow you to gamble. At 21, I would frequent Agua Caliente, Spa Casino, Augustine Casino, and I'm not sure if they still do their all-you-can-eat lobster buffet, but it was very good. And there's also Turtle Rock Casino over out in 29 Palms, and Red Earth. That one is very small. So if you are going down to Mexico. But regardless, there's a lot more competition, and with Las Vegas expanding, adding more locals casinos such as Durango, it really put Primm in a position where it finds itself today. We covered them all, and now we are about to take a look in front of Primm Valley Resort and Casino. My car is parked over at the Lotto Store, so I'm going to have a walk back, but I enjoy it. I enjoy sharing with all of you, and I appreciate, again, your support for my channel. This was also interesting. They had a monorail that would take you from Primm Valley Resort all the way over to Whiskey Pete's, across Interstate 15. Would have been fun, enjoying it. I am at the top of the Primm Valley Resort parking garage, and take a look at this view. It is really nice, very nice, and it is busy, much more than usual here at Primm Valley Resort. Very interesting view. And it will get even more interesting because I have a few more steps to go and you will be able to get a full 360. Okay. And this is at the very top of the parking garage. A roller coaster. We're going to Buffalo Bills next. I just wanted to provide you with this shot. Also, the apartment complex that is closing down. And again, it is sad. All of these people received an eviction notice. This is going to be a sizable ghost town on July 5th. And there's a solar farm. Anyway, continuing on. I'm going to get down to ground level. We're going to continue our adventure. For a moment I thought I should take the elevator, but no. You wouldn't have the view and that's not fun. I'm going to try and make this quick. And one thing I have a bad habit of doing is making my videos like really long. But if you stay through to the very end, thank you. I do appreciate that, and I'm happy to be able to share these areas with you. Okay, we made it down. We are officially on ground level. So, worked up a little bit of a sweat, just a slight one. We're going to walk this way and then head on over to Buffalo Bills. There's really not a whole lot to see in front of the Primm Valley Resort and Casino, and one thing I do want to say, the security, they were looking at me. The last time I was here, I was making a video. I did all of my video recording for you, YouTube. Then I decided to do a YouTube live stream, did a whole lap around the property again, inside. And I like sharing my personal life with my friends on Facebook. So I was doing a Facebook live stream, and right at the very end, I walk over to their bar, and the bartender there just completely loses it here at Primm Valley Resort and Casino. I was over at the bar earlier and the first bartender was really nice. He was asking about my video and just a friendly guy. There was a shift change and the bar manager here, he saw me recording and he just completely went berserk. All I heard was some guy just screaming as loud as he could, and I walk over, and by the time I say, hey, what's going on? He's like, I called security, I called security. Okay. I just thought that was interesting to share. And again, take a look at my video. I cover all inside this, and we'll be closing down forever. We have made it now to Buffalo Bills. So let's start exploring this property. And I have to say there is one interesting thing, well, many interesting things, but this one specific thing in particular that I find interesting. I won't let out the secret yet. We'll see if it's still going on. After the closure of Buffalo Bills, they were hosting some occasional concerts, but I don't even believe that that is happening. This property is really reflective, in my opinion, of the 90s. The animatronics, log ride with the roller coaster, and just its overall theme in general. I made a video here a while back, actually. When I was here, it was gardeners cleaning up the property. And for all those who are curious, no, the sign does not light up. Well, not all the way. I believe they leave the lights on to deter from vandalism. If you continue up Interstate 15 to Nevada, where the world's largest Chevron gas station is, you can see how the hotel tower there for the Terribles Casino has been vandalized. There was a fire in there at one point. Now there's graffiti, which is recent. Also, that monorail connects all three properties. It goes from Whiskey Pete's on the other side of the freeway to Primm Valley Resorts and all the way over here to Buffalo Bills. I think this is the most unique property out of them all. At night, you can see the lights on in the hotel rooms. Going into, people would pull up and yes, okay, the surprise I mentioned, you might be able to hear it, possibly, maybe. It's this, their fountain. I don't know why they have it still in operation, but they do. I found it to be really interesting. This place has been shut down for some time, yet this continues to work. Also, I want to show you this. It's a little eerie in here, kind of, maybe, maybe not. And you're probably wondering, there's nothing inside. At night, it would be easier to see, but inside, they still have all the slot machines on. For a place that has been closed down for some time, I don't understand why they would keep them on. It doesn't make a lot of business sense. It's just weird, unusual. But that is Buffalo Bills and all of the other oddities you see out here in the desert. And I have an interesting adventure planned. I'm going to be doing some solo camping next week and going to an interesting location that I am sure you'll enjoy as well. It's very iconic of the Mojave Desert. The area has been featured in countless movies, and I don't want to say too much and ruin the surprise, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way when my videos get uploaded, you will be the first to know. And this is the main casino entrance right here. I'm going to go over this way. That way you can see the log ride, and then we are going to end it at Whiskey Pete's. It's a beautiful day out here though. Hot. But in 2 months it's going to be really hot. However, I do not have a problem with summertime in the desert. Not at all. And I'm looking forward to going on more desert adventures and sharing it with all of you. I have a little notepad on my desk of all the places I want to cover and make some videos. It will be really interesting to see how Buffalo Bills and all these other properties look in the near future in 10, 15 years. What comes to mind as well is the Colorado Bell in Laughlin, Nevada, that has been closed down for many years. I find the Colorado Bell to be interesting due to its appearance, a riverboat on the Colorado River. Really captures again the theme of an era that Buffalo Bills, Whiskey Pete's, and the Primm Valley Resort fall into. Continuing on the desert adventure to our last stop, Whiskey Pete's. Buffalo Bills has been interesting, and we will see how Whiskey Pete's looks. Wow, is it windy. It's just crazy windy. Which is why I purchased this microphone to help out with the audio quality. And some of my videos, you can hear all the wind, and I thought, well, it's time to upgrade and improve. And every time I make a new video, I always learn something, just a little. So over time, you will see, hopefully, my content improve. Our desert adventure is going to end here at Whiskey Pete's Hotel and Casino. However, the hotel and casino went away a long time ago, a couple years ago actually. And legend has it that Whiskey Pete himself is buried underneath this property. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. But let's get to exploring this final casino here in Primm, Nevada. There's a little dust devil coming my way. I'm standing in front of the main entrance of Whiskey Pete's. You can even see Whiskey Pete right here, this bottle of whiskey. Can you share, Whiskey Pete? He says no. Okay. What's even more sad about the closure is the palm trees are probably going to die and they look really healthy. Maybe they might still water them. Maybe. These are Mediterranean fan palms, along with the Mexican fan palms right over here. I like palm trees, everybody. The house I grew up in Orange County was surrounded by palm trees. We had a lot. What I have noticed with the parking lot right over here is that nature is claiming its territory. There's a lot of weeds springing up out of the cracks in the asphalt. I'm not sure if you can hear the crow or not. It just adds to the abandoned vibe here in Primm, Nevada, on the California-Nevada state line border. Primm Valley Resort and Casino, where winners come to play. That would have made a good commercial, right? Oh, they have the lights on in there. Wow, why? Huh. The camera won't really pick it up. It's one of those where you would have to come here at night to see. And I do intend on doing that. It would be interesting to share with you. I think those are ravens. Welcome. This is where the monorail ended. I wonder what happened to the train car, if they sold it, put it somewhere. The shade feels really good. The sun has been intense today. And again, very windy. They put this billboard up not too long ago. I find it interesting. They chose here to place it, but when you're on the way to Las Vegas, it always helps to advertise. This restaurant, when I was there, was not open. They had the TVs on and everything, but there was no servers, nothing. Whoa. It is gusty, extremely gusty. I'm going to head over to the parking garage and end it with a view of Buffalo Bills and the Primm Valley Resort from a different angle. That way you can see. And apparently the gas station behind me right here, they're closing that down. There's some speculation whether or not they will, but as of right now, July 4th will be its final day unless the potential buyer decides to purchase the property. I would think that it would be good business opportunity if you're interested in owning a gas station. Except I have to say the one on the other side of the 15 in front of the Primm Valley Resort and Casino is a lot more busier than this one. But it does seem to be popular with a lot of trucks, 18-wheelers, big rigs. Let's see if there's anything over here. Nope, nothing. So I'm going to hike it to the top right here. I made it to the top of the parking garage, and what a view. Take a look at this right now. There is a Lotto Store at Primm where our adventure first began. It's still busy. Then I took you over through the mall. Right here. We saw the thrift store. Along with the Primm Valley Resort and Casino. The parking lot is considerably full. And then, of course, Buffalo Bills with its iconic roller coaster. It's a nice view. Earlier, we saw Whiskey Pete's from the parking garage over here, or over there. And behind Whiskey Pete's is the open Mojave Desert with a good view of the Ivanpah solar generating facility. Interstate 15 and Mountain Pass. It's right there, Mountain Pass. They had this blocked off anyway, so if I wanted to drive up here, no, you can't. It's a nice view though. Very nice. Of all the big rigs They prefer this side. Train out in the distance. These are the Castle Mountains as well right here. Nipting, California is right over there, and the Mojave National Preserve starts off of Nipton Road. You want to see some beautiful desert backcountry, I would make the trip out there to see and experience it. It's well worth it. I enjoy going out there. And the Ivanpah Solar Generating Facility. You can see the haze. All of that is concentrated thermal solar energy. I was told by one of the employees there that camping out here is really beautiful at night. I just might do that. Except I prefer more remote locations. This is going to do it for our desert adventure here in Nevada's soon-to-be newest ghost town, Primm, Nevada. And I hope you enjoyed seeing all the different properties, from the Lotto Store at Primm to the mall, Primm Valley Resort and Casino, Buffalo Bills, and Whiskey Pete's. I had a great time experiencing this and sharing it with you. And until the next desert adventure, bye. So be sure to subscribe, turn the notification on for my channel. That way, when I release videos, you'll be the first to know of the video being released, as well as when I do decide to go live as well, because I do enjoy doing live videos and having a real-time exchange as well. I have a lot of additional videos I plan on making covering a wide variety of Las Vegas content. So thank you again for coming along. Bye.